My name is Mohammed Diabagate. I am 20 years old and I'm from Ivory Coast. I was 16 years old when I came in Cyprus. Now I'm doing many things. I'm a professional football player. I'm working and I'm going to school. Before to leave my country, Ivory Coast, I lost my family. My mother, father, small brother. But I have a younger brother. But since we lost our family, we don't have any news about each other anymore. When I lost my family, a cousin of my mother took me. From 12 years old until 16 years old, I was living in the street. So I was, let's say, a gangster because I was living in a gang. And at 2011, my country had a situation, like a political situation. So after this situation, they wanted to give a new face to the country. So they started to remove all the obstacles. And of course, the children in the street was obstacle also. To avoid them to, let's say, kill me, someone helped me to leave my country. Someone helped before also. About my journey, this was the miracle part of my story. So I helped a woman because in my country, in the gang, in the street, there are some hours you are not allowed to stay out because it can be very, very dangerous for your life. So a gang attacked that woman. They wanted to take her bag, mobile phone, money, and they started to beat her. So because I wasn't so comfortable then like this, I went and I saved her. I went with that woman until when I knew that she was safe, I came back. So when they wanted to give the new face to the country, when they started to remove the children on the street, that woman also decided to save my life. She arranged with someone, I don't know, I didn't know. So she arranged with that person to take me out of the country. So I was supposed to go to Belgium. They make a fake paper for me. So the rule was like, if they take me, I don't know this guy. I don't know how to tell you exactly, but it's all like in my country, in the gang, we have a slogan. It's like, something who cannot kill you will make you more stronger. So me, to go with someone I don't know, for me, it was better than to stay in my country and be killed. When we arrived to Erkan, because they didn't take me, this man came to me and we went to a house. So for 9 days, I was in the house, locked with a woman. And this house, for 9 days, my life was like a hell. Things will happen to me there. I don't want this to happen to anyone. When I managed to escape from this house, I was just running. I was going the streets, and all people I met, I tried to speak. I couldn't communicate with no one because I was speaking only French. When I managed to find someone to speak who can communicate with me, it was someone from Cameroon. I was lucky because that person was speaking also French. So I explained him what happened to me, and he told me that it was my first time to hear this sentence, "You are in Cyprus." We are in Cyprus, and he said, "You are in the north of Cyprus." They already planned to go in the south of Cyprus. So I just followed them. For me, I was in Belgium, but Belgium is another language. I never hear about it. I didn't know like the place. Even when he said Cyprus, I didn't know. Because I never hear Cyprus before. So when I came, those guys, they took me to the immigration because they take me in a place. They told me, okay, this place is the immigration. Just go inside, tell them that what happened to you. When I told them my age, everything, they called a woman who was the guardian of people under 18 in Cyprus. So from there, they took me to the shelter. When I went to the shelter, my first sentence I say is, I want food. But in the shelter at the beginning, I just wanted to be alone. I didn't want to approach anyone or communicate with anyone. I was in my space. When I was like going outside, it was only to go to eat in the kitchen, and after, go back to my room. I started getting comfortable in the shelter when I started music with System Microsoft. When I was in my country, my life was like to survive and to eat. This was like my country. So even football, everything I'm doing here, I started everything here. Football, okay, football is something in Africa, we can say all of us, we play football, the street, but I joined academy here in Cyprus. The good thing in the shelter is when you come first, they ask you what do you want to do. When I came to the shelter, they asked me, what do you want to do? I say, I want to go to school and I want to play football. The next few days, they found school for me and they found also the academy for me. So like that, I joined the academy and I started school also. The shelter was like a family, one of the family I didn't have before. Because I went this place from street, I found myself in this place with a lot of, I will not say strange women, but a lot of people I didn't know before. But it was like I was surprised to see that when I want something, I go to say I want this, they'll fight to have it for me. So the shelter helped me a lot from this side, like to start to feel confident, to start to do things I wanted to do. They like the shelter, like push me to become like from this small guy, a young guy from the street, to someone like who have like to think about what to do, to think about like jobs, about like things like that. So from this side, you understand that you are a man now. You are not a kid anymore. From now, I do things I want. I pay my rent. I'm not waiting for anyone anymore. So I'm living like everyone, normal people. Like sometimes, like if it's not about like to say that I'm an asylum seeker, if I don't tell you that I'm an asylum seeker, you cannot understand. In the future, from now, I'm seeing myself playing in one of the biggest teams in the world and having my whole family. Meeting the people of shelter changed my life, like in the point that it's like you can imagine yourself in the desert, the desert, and you don't have anyone, you are alone, and you close your eyes, you open, you find like a door, you went inside, and you find everything there, everything you need for your life. This is the impact of the shelter in my life. Because from the shelter, everything I'm doing today started from the shelter. School, music, football. If I wasn't in the shelter, I will not do anything of them. With all my experience, if tomorrow I go to the shelter and I meet someone, a young guy who just came, I just tell him, you see those people in the office, they have their own family, they have their own life, they have their own problem, but they leave everything behind. They came here from morning until the night just for you, just so that you can have a better life, so that you can start having hope, so that you can start thinking about positive things. So, first of all, respect, you have to respect them. Then, try to know what you want to do in your life. Tell them, they'll try to help you.